Welcome to a video. I'm recording and it's my friend Wolfy and Panda and my daughter. You say this is the weirdest thing I ever heard in my life. This is the biggest house in the world and this is called a mansion. And don't talk to me. Oh, two-story house. What the heck? This room is empty. The Valentine room. There is no one home. I think the things. And here's the craziest room. I think Appy and I'll make my room. And then still I'll make a party area. Mama will make a dancing house. And with questions. I think because I don't see Wolfy anywhere. I just leave this game or something. What games we play? Stop playing any games. So let's just wait. Booga booga, I love booga booga. It's crazy game. Pick a side, pick a side, pick a side. Let's play pick a side. I never played that game. Pick a side, be rich, be famous. I never played pick a side, pick a side, pick a side. We didn't play pick a side? Ow! What the heck am I doing? Let's play Royal High or something. Let's play Fashion Famous. Fashion Famous is a good game, so I play Fashion Famous. Whatever, I don't care that I win or lose. I only care that I love things. And me 50, Royal High, Booga Booga, and then your block off. I don't know why do I say this. You see, this is the cutest picture in the world. And this is in Royal High that I have. It's the cutest game, so I don't care. I don't understand. Not so popular. Not so popular. I just don't see anything that's a bee. A bee! And that's cookie. Oh my god, it's cookie. I live in a mansion. I'm not living in a mansion. I'm living in a mansion. And I live in Chinese, but I don't. And I love y'all. That's so popular, but fuck you. I don't care. I love popular kids. Because we're so popular kids. Ooh, and the winner I didn't see it. They look the same, they have glasses. Here's my and they say mean things so much. Oh my god, I miss playing Fashion Famous. Am I an idiot? I don't know who I am. I think I'm recording! Yes. And don't embarrass me. What the heck? What is wrong with this thing? Korean and anime outfit. I don't know what outfit look like anime. I'm gonna do the other alpha title. And I will bid. I will look like I'm copying someone's clothing. I will be copying both. I will be copying people. I don't know what hair look like anime. What hair look like anime? What hair look like anime? I think I love this rolling hair. Is that an anime hairstyle? What color is anime? I see anime people have blue hair, red hair, and skinny hair. I think I don't like it though. I think I still like it, but not too much. What to look like anime? This one? Nah. What anime? Ah, here, anime. Here is anime. The galaxies are animated. Let's see what this is. And find the two buns here. There's only 2 minutes left. Oh God. Brown? Yeah, brown maybe. I'm going to go to second to tell it with animators. No, don't think about that. You see, some animate that is so. I think that is good. But now I need a face. If I don't have the face, what do I not do? I look ugly. An anime face look like something cute. Here, this one. Hey. I smell something delicious. What is it? What are you making?
Cooking
Rice and noodles. It smells delicious. It smells delicious.
Very delicious.
Let's play an obby. And 20 more days. Oops. My cookie is number 1, and I cook delicious. My A and I cook delicious, the delicious more than yours. Than yours rice. My rice is more delicious. We need to escape. There's a boiling. We need to escape with the boiling ball. Bowling ball. Play cookie play. Play cookie play. Play cookie play play. Cookie play cookie play play. Cookie play play. Play cookie play the cookie play cookie play cookie. Oh my God, she have a lot of food. You have a lot of food. You have a lot of things. She have a lot of games. She let's play a game on her game. She even played Five Nights at Freddy's. She even played Five Nights. Freddy, please even play Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. He even play Five Nights at Freddy's. This is her health. Oh my God. Neck. Shoulder. She have very Bible and then shoulder shape. Front. Yellow front. Back. She have wings.
Hello. Done. Next.
Put it here. Đọc bên có hot. Đâu mà? You don't know who I am. An idiot. I am an idiot. Ôi em ăn coca. Chứ đó không coca cũng xí.
Oh, Daphne, 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 Daphne. Daphne, 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 Daphne. Oh, Daphne, 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 Daphne. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Go, Daphne. Go, Daphne. Go. Go, Daphne. Daphne, 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 do-do. Daphne, 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 do-do. Daphne, ho, Daphne, yo, Daphne, ho, ho, ho. Daphne, Daphne, do. Are you ready? Nope. Oh, Daphne, 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 Daphne. Oh, Daphne, 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 Daphne. Oh, Daphne, 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 Daphne. Oh, Daphne, 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 Daphne.
We want to thank Best Fiends for sponsoring this video. Best Fiends is a free puzzle adventure game where you can collect cute fiends and match same-colored objects to defeat slugs. Right now, you can go on an Easter egg hunt. If you collect all 12 eggs, you can win massive prizes. We have a special clue for story boothers to help you on your hunt. Here's your clue. You'll have to watch closely to find this Easter egg. Remember, Best Fiends is like best friends without the R. Best Fiends. Download the game for free using the link in the description below to get $5 worth of gold and diamonds for free. Have fun playing.
33 minutes more.
Rồi, một video hả?
Oh my god, we totally got that medicine all the way.
I cut the cord.
We want to thank Best Fiends for sponsoring this Story Booth mashup. When the Story Booth team isn't animating all of your amazing stories, they like to play games, and one of their favorites is Best Fiends. Best Fiends is a free puzzle adventure game where you collect and build a team of fiends to defeat slugs by matching same.
Yeah. Jana,
One day when I was in
welcome
third
to the
grade,
jungle.
I decided to sign up to play the viola. Yeah, big mistake. I ended up hating playing that thing. It was uncomfortable, and I hated reading the notes. But at that time, my teacher was nice enough, except for when she would yell at me for not cutting my naturally long nails. Which I get was annoying for her, because in order to sound good, I needed to have short nails. But I really couldn't give a flying cockadoodle pickle about all this viola stuff. So I really wanted to quit, but my mom wouldn't let me for 2 years because she thought I'd be the next Beethoven or something. But in 5th grade, she finally let me. Fast forward to about 8th grade, In my tech class, I had to sit next to some girl who really didn't like me for some reason. Like, she made a poem about me saying, if a brick smacked Jess in the face, the world would be a better place. So some crazy little Shakespeare chick who either wants me dead or wants my face to be as flat as a pancake is sitting next to me. Great. So I was just minding my own business, and this non-big snobster turns to me and goes, Jess, because it made me so stressed, I wanted to break it into itty-bitty pieces and then strangle myself with its strings until I was unconscious and blue. Why? Yeah, right. You sure it's not because you didn't want to cut your nails? Then that's when my eyes widened. Where did you get that false information? Oh, I asked some girl about you and she told me that. Well, I hate to break it to you, honey, but your friend is a liar. Well, actually, the teacher told her class. How pathetic. And blah, 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 blah. I just kind of zoned this chick out at this point. I was stunned that some 30-something-old teacher would pollute some kid's mind with some stupid lie about another student. I needed to know exactly what this teacher said about me, so I asked some of my old fellow viola buddies, and going by what they said, this is what happened. Some girl said, hey, why isn't Jess here? Did she quit or something? And instead of saying something along the lines of, oh, well, that's her private business, this salty teacher told her whole class, oh, the reason Jess quit is because she couldn't cut her nails. So some kids went, ooh, exposed. Others laughed like, yeah, yeah, quitter, yeah. I was horrified that 10-year-old me and my long fingernails made a negative appearance with my name in her class. Like, lady, you are 30. Your school gossiping days are over. At first, I was offended, but then I realized I'm not the 30-year-old wazzbag in this situation gossiping about 10-year-olds. But now, I just wish I could go back to my elementary school and suck up enough courage and confront her and say, hey, I don't appreciate your grown butt spreading a lie about my 10-year-old self in my fingernail length, and then watch the color drain out of her face. A huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Not all learning experiences have to involve a gossipy teacher. Skillshare is an online learning platform. About a year ago, my great-grandmother died. Everyone was pretty devastated, especially my mom, who was really close to my great-grandmother. A few days after her funeral, we saw a dime on her kitchen table randomly. I didn't think anything of it, but the moment my mom saw the dime, she started crying her heart out again, as she had been doing the past few days. I asked her why she was crying over a dime on the table, and she told me a story that if dead loved ones wanted to try and communicate with living relatives, they would leave dimes around the house for them. I immediately started thinking about paranormal things I've seen on YouTube, and I guess I found it pretty cool, and honestly, I found dimes everywhere. That was actually starting to creep me out a little bit. Like, I went to my friend's house, and there was a random dime sitting on her bed. As I went home from my friend's house that night, I told my mom out loud that I was starting to get a little bit creeped out by all the dimes. And the moment I said that, the dimes never showed up again, which creeped me out even more because it's as if she was hearing me say that I didn't want the dimes around anymore, and she listened to me. But then, other than the dimes, I also was pretty creeped out around my own house. I was sitting at my computer one day, and all of a sudden I heard footsteps and loud noises from behind me. I turned around and there was no one there. I didn't think much of it, until all of a sudden the noises got louder and louder, as if they were coming closer and closer to me. I started panicking, and as they got louder and louder, I ran into my room that was across the hall and slammed the door behind me. I was pretty scared. I haven't been disturbed since, and I still do miss my great-grandmother. I do hope that she's still watching over me, and hope she knows that I was just a little creeped out back then. And that if she does want to bring those dimes back, she can go right on ahead. I wouldn't mind.
13th, 2018. I woke up to the sound of my mom going around the house telling everyone to pack their bags. I was just waking up, so I didn't really know what was going on. So I got up, went to the bathroom, then went to my sister's bedroom to ask her what was going on. She was too busy packing a bag for her and her daughter, so she didn't answer me. I went outside to the living room, then checked my phone, and my phone said that there's inbound ballistic missile bomb threat. Seek shelter now. And I live in Hawaii, so everyone in the state of Hawaii got that message. So I went to the room and packed my bag. I was freaking out at this point because I thought we were gonna die. My mom's best friend has a house with a shelter like downstairs for any type of bomb threat. So we get in the car, all my sisters go to the house to prepare ourselves, like food, water, all those stuff. Then the news came out to us that it was a false alarm. Like a false alarm? How does that happen? So they said that it was like somebody supposedly pressed the wrong button. So if it was the wrong button, then what button were they supposed to press? I don't really get that part of the story. So yeah, it was pretty scary. And the whole state of Hawaii got the message. And the whole state of Hawaii is over 1 million people that got the message. And over 1 million people were freaking out. I was really scared. But to this day, I'm thankful that I'm still alive and I still get to spend time with my family and live my life to the fullest.
When I started college as a freshman, my first instinct was, this is going to be great. I'm going to be away from home. I'm going to be dorming. It's going to be so much fun. So the car ride there, I was nervous. I had butterflies in my stomach. I didn't know what to expect. So I'm in the car, really nervous, texting my friends goodbye. I was going 1 hour away from my house, and I thought it was the biggest deal of my life. So I'm freaking out. We pull up to the school, we pull up in the parking lot, and I see this huge line of people. And when we get off the car, I ask somebody, like, hey, what's this line for? And they're like, oh, this is registration. You have to register in order to go into your dorm building. So we got in the line. 3 hours later, we finally got to the front, and I told the lady there, which was an RA, residential advisor, and she says, oh, hi, Inilda, welcome to Orine Home. And she gives me my keys, and I go up the room, and I see my roommate is already there. I introduce myself, she introduces herself, so we're there talking, and they tell us, incoming freshmen, the orientation starts in 5 minutes. So I just leave my stuff, and my mom and my sister and my dad, we all go to the orientation. We're there, and they start playing this game where they go around, you introduce yourself, and you have to make a movement with your name, and then you have to do the other person's movement. After that, they were like, okay, parents, you guys could go. Kids, you guys could say your goodbyes. As my mom walks me back to my dorm and she's saying goodbye, I'm thinking I'm going to be so happy. And little did I know, I started crying. She started crying. And we just hugged each other for a good 15 minutes crying. And then as she got in the elevator, I kept crying and she left. I was by myself. My roommate wasn't there. She already knew people. I was all alone, sitting in my room, no friends. It was a Friday, so they told us we could go home on the weekend. So I figured, oh, okay, so tomorrow's Saturday. I'll go home tomorrow and come back Sunday. I go home, and it was just so much harder because coming back on Sunday was a big struggle. I was so scared to go back, and I was homesick. I go to my first class, and I made this friend. Her name was Chelsea. From there, we just hit it off, and we've been friends ever since. After that, the second weekend, we went out, and I didn't want to go home. My mom asked me to come home, and I was like, nope, I'm with my friend. So after that, I just rarely went home. I made friends, and I was just having the time of my life.
Oh my god, we totally jumped off the cliff and jumped all the way ashore because the option is all over again.
Hai buổi. Nói chuyện.
So on this particular day in the year 1986, the most wonderful woman in the world, my grandmother, was watching.
ahead, man. I am going to keep going. So on this particular day in the year 1986, the most wonderful woman in the world, my grandmother, was watching me. She put me in a high chair, she turned around for a moment, and what did I do? I felt the need to stand and dance to the rhythm of my heart. And I started to shake my little booty all around, and suddenly the swaying and movement of my little pudgy body caused my high chair to tip over with me in it. She turns around at the last moment to see me land on the ground, and the weight of me in the chair snapped my arm, break everyone. Now let's fast a little bit. 4 years